Welcome to Talk of the Town. Pete Nardi has joined us. He's the general manager of the Hilton Head Public Service District. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, Robyn.
Yeah. All right, let's just dive in. There has been some interesting news lately about PFAS. PFAS. And we were talking earlier, I really don't know what that means. Certain compounds or chemicals that could be in our drinking water. So talk a little, kind of dive into what they are, and then how is our water here in Hilton Head?
So, PFAS compounds are forever chemicals. They're compounds that were developed to make many of the everyday products that we all enjoy, nonstick cookware and waterproof clothing and things like that. The US EPA this year, really this spring, they have announced a proposal to begin regulating 6 of these compounds. Okay. There are thousands of them.
Okay.
But they are proposing to regulate 6 that have been, banned from use for a long time. They're legacy compounds. They're the ones that have been studied the most, we know the most about. They believe there can be human health impacts even at low levels. So the federal government is starting with the regulation of these 6, and it's going to affect every drinking water utility in the United States as we work through the regulation.
But you were saying earlier that we're pretty good here because we buy our water from the mainland, right?
So the Hilton Head PSD, you have a variety of sources of drinking water. One of the key techniques to protect against these PFAS chemicals, is called reverse osmosis treatment of drinking water, where we're running the water through membranes to treat the water. Well, that is one of the leading barrier technologies for PFAS. At Hilton Head PSD, over 60% of our water is treated that way. All of our groundwater, and we are constantly sampling for these compounds. All of our groundwater, we're finding no detection of it to begin with. But then you're also adding this barrier technology of the reverse osmosis. We buy water from the mainland, Beaufort, Jasper Water and Sewer Authority. They have had some detection of PFAS in that surface water supply. However, the recent monitoring of it, it is below the level at which the EPA is proposing to regulate it at. Nonetheless, I think you will see the mainland, I think you'll see other utilities put these barrier technologies in place regardless. Because it's a new world and we're starting to regulate these, treat for them. There will be more of it as the years and decades follow.
But we don't need to worry. Y'all are on top of it, right?
We are, as part of our everyday work, and we do have good news about it. Fact sheet about it, WHHPSD.com. Go under our water quality page. You'll see a fact sheet related to it.
Excellent. Now let's jump over to irrigation. So we're getting, of course, into the summer months. So what should we be doing or not doing, Pete?
As we kind of talk each year, I think, Robyn, on the island here, we can see 40 to 60% of our annual demand for drinking water, for that treated drinking water, used for landscape irrigation. That's a lot of water getting sprayed on our landscapes. We ask this time of year to check out your irrigation system, make sure you're watering what you intend to water. Asphalt doesn't need water and concrete doesn't need water. Check the system. Follow that local Hilton Head ordinance. 2 days a week of irrigation at all times, regardless of the weather conditions. We're only allowed to irrigate here on the island 2 days a week.
2 days. Do you think people know that?
I think it is. I think it is one of your lesser known local ordinances. Again, there's info about it on our website. We ask you to keep it in mind. It's a good rule of thumb to be out there and say, I'm only supposed to have this on 2 days a week regardless.
And should you water at night or during the day?
We see our water towers literally drain in the early morning hours. And it's not because folks like you and I are up taking showers so early. It's because all the irrigation systems are coming on. So we do ask folks kind of maybe move that around a little bit. It's not a good idea, of course, to irrigate in the middle of the day in a really hot day. You're going to lose what you're putting on there. But maybe have it a little bit earlier in the evening like at hours 4 or things like that.
Or 3, something like that. Because I think ours come on at like 5 with everybody else in the neighborhood. Okay. Just a couple seconds left. Anything else you want to share with our viewers about what's going on with PTSD?
One other thing I would put out there when we're talking about this PFAS situation. The PSD is seeking state grant to expand our use of reverse osmosis. So even a greater percentage of our supply will come through that treatment method.
Okay, very
Yet
good.
another reason to do that kind of a project, expand that use of that type of technology.
Good job. Pete Nardi with our Public Service District here on Hilton Head Island. Thank you, Pete. Always good information. Appreciate it.